there are, this is, I titled the speech, 2 things, and you can tell this is, I've been giving the speech for a while because this was made on back when computer screens were square. When I was your age, TVs were square, and telephones had antennas, or sometimes even cords. I know that's really crazy, but that's what, that's when this was started. So, 2 things. And this is your content trigger warning. We got some blatant sarcasm with a side of truth. And if we're being completely honest, and why not, because we're all friends here, I suggest it's been a rough Tuesday, Thursday if this information troubles you. So, there are 2 things that should be on everyone's list when considering a romantic partner. Any guesses? And this applies to whether you're gay, straight, bisexual, transgender, two-spirit, I don't know, whatever you got going on, this applies to you. All right, so any suggestions on what those 2 things can be?
Communication.
Communication. Communication is the key to life. Any other suggestions? Okay. You don't have to raise your hand, just shout them out.
Time.
Time, okay. Anything else? No other suggestions? There are no wrong, well, I said there's no wrong answers, there's 2 more correct answers. And I will tell you, one person got the exact words correct, and he was sitting right where Gavin was in the class, right there. Any other suggestions?
Alcohol preference.
Okay. We might actually get to that one, but that's not really.
Tolerance.
Alright. We will get to that topic, that's not one of the things on the list.
Sexual attraction.
Okay. Like say, whether you're whether they have already a partner, is that important? Because you're Jethro's person.
Oh yeah.
Relationship status.
Emotionally available.
Available. We kind of even get to this one, although that's not one of the things on the list.
Calling interests, which I don't think is fully a thing, but I think it's nice.
Interests. Any other suggestions?
Trust.
Trust.
I say that one too. Yeah.
Any other suggestions? Okay, well, I'm going to tell you a story, and then we'll see if we can come up with some more. So, when you're younger, this is me when I was younger than you guys, if you can imagine that. It doesn't really matter who you're dating when you're in school, when you're younger. You know, probably the chances that you're going to be dating that person after, you know, for the long term is low. It does happen, you do see high school sweethearts, but it's low. But when you get older, you have to be more serious. So these are my parents, and my mother, she talked about how her first husband, he met her needs that time, and then 10 years later she met my dad, and he met his needs for the future. They've been married, I don't know, 45 plus years. And one of the unique things, I mentioned that my brother and I are half brothers. When she divorced I've never met him. Actually, her first husband was an instructor here, and some people still remember him. I've never met John, even though he does live locally, and I have no relationship with him. And my brother hasn't seen him since high school. Shortly after they divorced, or she married my dad, they constructed a letter, said, "Hey, David would like to adopt Dylan. Would you like to sign a line and forgive your parental rights?" And he did, and then he didn't have to pay child support either. So My mom was more serious the second time she got married. And then, this is my brother and his wife Susan, which is interesting because my mom's name is Susan too. So, my brother's mom and wife are both Susan Hayes. But they're very different people. It's weird for everyone except myself because it's mom and Susan, and you know, Susan and mom. Everyone else is really weird, and it's kind of gets weird when you get emails from a Susan Hayes and you're not sure who you respond, and you respond to the wrong Susan. So anyway, which once again isn't as big of a problem for me, but sometimes he messages his mom and his wife different things. Anyway, Susan was previously married. She had 2 kids with her first husband, who is now deceased, but they did divorce. And they had 2 kids, Michaela and Chantal. To tell you how old this speech is, Michaela is now married and she's probably getting ready to have her own kids. And Chantal just finished school. So this is old. I bribed Chantal with broccoli to take this photo with me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know.
That was easy.
Who wants
And
broccoli?
so they got married.
Raquel does, no?
BSMC 2007. They got married 15 some odd years. It's been a while. So this is my cousin Britt. You've heard all about my other cousin, and she has herself together pretty much, except for her dad, her child's dad is married to another person. That's minor maybe. My cousin Britt is lovely, but she has really poor taste in men. She cheated on her first husband with her second husband with third husband.
Bam.
And we're not on speaking terms because when she was divorcing her second husband, actually I'm sorry, she cheated on a disabled trucker with her second husband, and then she got to her third husband. I never met the third husband. She was complaining that he was being mean to her, and I said, well, yeah, you cheated on what